You will be okay. No E on the end for everybody that do not know that. But I've been doing real estate, selling it, teaching it the last 22 years. Sold over 2,000 homes. Been investing last 5 years, a lot of ups and downs and growth, learning. Now I'm starting to find myself in the politics a little bit because God made me stubborn, and I know right from wrong. Even if it's the law, it doesn't make it right. Sometimes the laws are meant to be broken and fought and changed. And that's what we're here for. The stubborn ones, we're here to make a difference. See that green little sticker in my window? Because my car almost got towed when I got arrested at a Christian coffee house for doing exactly what they wanted and leaving. But I made the mistake of speaking and giving my number to a acquaintance that I just met that I got interrupted talking to, finding out the hard way from my cousin who's a cop in Arizona that it's against the law to speak. Once you're asked to leave, they can push you, shove you, throw you on the ground. Thought that was interesting. Some lessons are meant to learn hard, but did anybody else know you can't speak when you got kicked out of somewhere for doing absolutely nothing wrong? I just brought that up because there's a sticker in my window and it ain't coming off for a while because it's melted and glued on there. But the Christian coffee house also made it a point to tow my car. Like I'm arrested in jail for 3 days. And while I'm in jail, my car's getting towed. That's nice of you guys. It just goes to show that there are good and bad people everywhere. And at the end of the day, we got to keep doing what's right and fighting the good fight. Most people remain in comfort zone and don't want to pick a side or choose who's right or wrong. And those people choose comfort. So this channel was made for my children when they were born. I started this channel and just thinking if anything ever happened to me, boom, they'd have life short. We never know when tomorrow will not come. But I talk real estate investing development. A majority of what I've been talking about the last couple of years is mindset because that's the hardest part. Real estate's easy. I met a guy the other day, 30 minutes, building rapport with him out of nowhere. We had a great conversation, started talking about real estate, pre-qualified him, can buy a home without any money down. At the end of the conversation, he goes, yeah, I'll talk to you when I'm ready. And I just got done telling him that, he's had a job, he's going to switch his job. So before he switches, he needs to buy. But in my opinion, it's just out of fear. It's really just out of fear. And I'm a coach. I'm trying to push people over the edge to get them to do what they don't want to do, to get them better. That's what I did with my kid yesterday when I'm coaching him when he's on the mound. And one of the audience members didn't like that I was speaking to my kid while I was on the mound and told me stop talking to him. And I said, stay over there and cheer on. Thank you. Let me be me. Because I ended up not talking to my kid did really good that inning. And I just basically help him focus because he's up there, he's anxious, he gets excited, he goes too fast. I tell him to slow down. I'm coaching him, he's used to my voice, he's used to it, he likes it, he's up there all alone, pressure. So when he hears dad, it helps him. Not always, but usually. And I've gotten better at it, so I know. So I stopped doing this the next inning because he said, I actually asked him when he came out, hey, do you like it when I talk to you? He goes, yeah. And then he goes, well, I don't even hear you, Dad. And I go, okay, cool. So it doesn't bother him. So I let him do his thing. He's not doing so well. I start talking to him again, strikes him out. The team all comes in. Point is, the mindset is everything. And I don't care about baseball. I don't care about any of it. What I do care about is my kids. It's fun. I never watched baseball. It's boring because there's just no big purpose to it. But my purpose is freedom, my kids' freedom, my freedom. That's what I'll fight for. That's what I'll go to jail for, my freedom. I'll fight for the right to be free. Look at that beautiful view. Oh, my Lord. That's what you don't get in jail, boys and girls. There's no you. But there is good peanut butter sandwiches, all you can eat. Other meat. They don't even call it bologna. It looks like sausage, but it's shit cut bologna. They made tacos out of it on my last day in there. I've never been in county jail before. And surprisingly enough, it was actually a lot of fun. It was growth, no sleep, no peace, and your head's on a swivel and you don't know what's going to happen to you the next moment. I almost got jumped by 3 guys because they said I sound like a cop. And I got a little irritated with that and called him Crazy Eye because he had a crazy eye. Took his glasses off, had a crazy eye, and I beat him at poker. Turned 1 ramen noodle into 15 and got me a 3 Musketeers out of that. When you go in with nothing the day after a commissary, you'll see the good people that give you noodles and help you out. And it's pretty cool, man. It was fun. It was a good experience. I wouldn't want to go more than 3 days. But wherever I'm needed, wherever I got to go, it is what it is. I'm going to keep preaching and teaching and serving the Lord. Because honestly, at the end of the day, what else is it for other than there's no God? I heard this joke. There was a scientist who said, "We don't need you, God. I can create it all." God said, "If you create everything without anything that I created, you win." Great man. He goes, "All right, I just need some dirt." God goes, "It's my dirt." May not be exactly how I heard it. It's been some years, but does that make sense? There's a God out there. You must be the best version of it. I've read thousands of books, and what I'm going to tell you is become the best version of yourself and give that person to the world. That's what it's all about. Tomorrow's not promised. I'll leave you with this perspective that I love to think about every day. I might share some stories about it while I drive here. I have about 10 more minute drive. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed and you're seeing this channel for the first time, do me a favor and subscribe because I'm just trying to spread the good word of life, living it up, being the best you, speaking the truth, brutal truth. That's what I think I might name this because a friend of mine said brutal truth. That's what it is, brutal truth. Wait for this to load up. I'm on the freeway, people. All right, apologize. I'm on the freeway waiting for this to load up, but lost connection. Sometimes you go through underpass, which might happen again. The brutal truth. That's what this might be called because that's really what I speak. I am compassionate. I do care, and that's why I'm so truthful. But most people can't handle the truth, and you're going to get sad and deflect on to your problem being my fault because you're upset and angry and lack emotional control. And I refuse to participate in that anymore. So I will not be around toxic people unless I'm forced to. Going back to jail, prison, not prison, county. You know what? You get tested. It made me stronger, made me better. I met good people in there. I like the structure. I don't really like all of the structure. Like I told the shot caller, the key guy that of the woods that no, I'm not waking up for breakfast. He told me breakfast was in an hour, but I'm not waking up for breakfast. He's well, you don't want to miss the peanut butter sandwich. So he woke me up anyways and made me read the rules. But I did that when I was up still, read me the rules, 15 dumbass rules that I had to listen to. I don't even remember what the hell they were. I just tried to stay awake and try not to mouth off and end up in there longer because I was extremely annoyed. Listened to the rules, went back to bed. And then he gave me my sandwich anyway and said they held on to it for me. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. But at the end of the day, I'll go 3 days without any food. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. The more you get tried and tested in life, the more trials will come your way. And that's what it's all about, the growth. But it was actually a fun experience. Again, wouldn't wish it on anybody. But the shoulders popping. Got to go get some work done on it. Got to working on getting a hold of Morgan and Morgan so I get my lawyer. And yeah, I don't think you should get pushed and thrown on the ground for giving someone your number as you're walking out. What do you think? Agree, disagree? Tell me your thoughts. Do you think the law should be if the police ask you to leave somewhere and you don't leave immediately without speaking, they can push you and throw you on the ground? I call that police brutality. What do you call that? But anyways, we're going to be talking politics. I got a friend in San Diego that's going to be running for city council, and he's a good guy. I believe he wants what's best since he's been living there his whole life. And I'm not saying he knows what's best, but I like to interview him and get a video on here. So that's going to be coming soon, and find out what he would like to do with it. But there is a party going on, fundraiser I might go to on the 24th of April. So stay tuned. I'll have video footage on that. And yeah, let's make California a great place to live. Let's fix the air. Let's do a flat tax at 10%. I'm not even trying to put that on a ballot. What do you guys think about that? Apparently, anybody can put something on a ballot. So 10% flat tax in California. Would you vote for it? Let's find out.